Okay folks, so just briefly, please like, subscribe and comment on our channel. We love you lot, please love us back. Okay then, you lovely lot, so we're doing a little bit of advice really, aren't we, about deep water maggot fishing.
Yes, we're keeping on the shotting pattern fronts, aren't we? The next addition in shotting patterns.
We're a bit different, aren't we, mate, in the shotting patterns. I'm all for bulk and droppers. Wasp, you get that, Rich? I'm all for bulk and droppers, folks. So 2 droppers, what we're saying, like up to 5 foot. Anything over 5 foot, it's always 3 droppers. Up to 7 foot, and then I might go 4 or even 5 droppers if it's deeper than that.
Yeah.
Oh mate, yeah, I'm proper for it.
Yeah.
This is my typical rig here though, which I've got set up beautifully on the top kit. So it's roughly, well, it's set at 6 foot, and we've got a bulk of number 8s. A couple of little number 12s there just to bring the bristle down even more, and then we've got 3 number 10 droppers on, 6-inch up length. Reason that I love shotting like this and pretty positive, even through the winter I'll shot like this, because I think at some point in the day, usually towards the last hour, certainly the colder it gets, then fish will come in, you just want to get down to them nice and quick.
Yeah,
so this bit here, get down to them dead quick, but then the reason I love using droppers is you can hold that tight line, you can just see them droppers coming in nice and natural. So if your float's holding up, then you know you've had one on the drop. Mate, I'm massive for using the droppers.
I don't mind a bulk and droppers, but I'd never have a bulk that far above, and I'd only ever have 1 or 2 droppers.
Talk me through it, mate.
I just think it's like you say, it's a job done rig. I either want a job done rig,
so bulk and 1 dropper straight down to them,
no dicking about, or I want the next thing.
Did you, mate? You'll have to get the duck noise on that. Jamie's just actually swore live on camera, haven't you?
No, did I?
The D word. It's not really a bad swear word though, folks. So
what did I say?
Doesn't really matter word.
What did I say?
The D one, the DI. You never regions you won.
Did you?
Yeah. Doesn't matter though.
Why did I
just
say
carry
that?
on. How dare you? How dare you actually swear live on camera, folks? No,
I don't remember saying that.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, no dicking about.
Yes, he's just said it again, folks. How dare you get that duck noise in again, Rich?
That's not swearing. That's not good.
No, we're all good.
You're confused then.
But yeah, I don't know. It's I suppose it's my natural water background and that, and obviously roach fishing on canals and reservoirs, you know, this, and I think F1's feeding the same way, but I don't know why I'm not listening to you, Jay, because you is the F1 master all the time ever, isn't
All I'd be worried about is because how positive it is, how far away that is.
You're not happy with the 6-inch up length anymore, you?
No, not for that style of rig.
Mate, talk me through it. You need to tell me, because
it's showing bites. I think it'd be more important to, when fishing in that way, the registration's more important, because your bulk's doing what it does.
Yeah.
Bulk's getting it right down.
Yeah.
And then your droppers can cause the curve by having 2 droppers as long as they're close. And then your biters are moving that first dropper. Because the issue with maggots is they're nigh on impossible to get them to show up on your bristle. Because of how light they are. So that last shot becomes
That's why I put 12
imperative.
on the hook.
Yeah, but it is, isn't it? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So by having a shorter hook length, by having a 4-inch, or putting a shot on that hook length, I think that'd be better.
That's another thing as well. You're massive for that as well, weren't you? Like back in day.
When using 6s, yeah. Now I'll just use 4s. You know what I mean? I'm going to use 4s 100%. I think that, don't know. I didn't see that coming. Then we were going to have a nice explorer. I just didn't like that. It can be tighter. Getting job done. Like, see, you said it yourself. It's getting job done. When they arrive,
it is.
A bulk and droppers is better.
In my head, you know, I quite often, certainly for like carps and F1 and F1s, when it's like proper cold, even for like now when it's just like changed all of a sudden, I'll go 8 and 10-inch hook lengths because I think it falls so much more natural. But I completely get what you're saying. You're not going to see that bite quick enough.
Yeah. For the right situation. Do you know what I mean? I think if you want the full natural bit, I think you need to go down this complete. Do you know what I mean? The next route. Of the really what I'd, let's lead on to that then. In that, if I wanted that, this isn't even delicate enough for that, but in that case, in the same sort of depth, do you know what I mean? I'm going to fish a 4B14s or 4B12s float, which is a very small depth in, do you know what I mean? We're going to, what's that set at? 6.5 foot.
Yeah, man.
I mean, a really light float, and it's amazing how little shots.
Spread out,
in that case, I've got 3 number 11s and then 10 spread through my entire rig. Yeah, but that's quite condensed. Yeah, for me, I mean, I've got 3 number 11s in the bottom, but you're going to give me 18-inch.
Yeah.
I'd have it even more than that in most cases. Yeah, I think it's amazing though. If you're going to go down the slow fall route, you need almost nothing. I mean, we did it in Steve's Pond, the Gailey rig sort of thing, and having 2 number 10s, 2 number 12s in 3 foot. As long as you've laid your rig in right, you still see a bite. As long as it's on the descent, nice. It's when it's on the deck and your rig starts straightening up. that's when your issues occur. So if you're fishing through the water, it's great. You know what I mean? You can lay your rig in, let it settle to the bottom, give it 10 seconds, do it again. That's what your rig's designed for. And this sort of rig, the second option, when them fish are being moody and feeding through the water, that's when you need that style of rig. When they're feeding, when they're not feeding. Do you know what I mean? When they're feeding by sight. I honestly believe you're dobbing 50% of your fish. I mean, they're not over your bait. They see that coming in, and because your bait comes in so naturally, they have it. But you need to lay it in the right way, lay it in nice and
where
tight.
The fish are going,
Whereas once you get on the deck, it's nearly pellet fishing.
Yeah. I suppose then the moral of the story is, folks, don't use maggots because they don't show up in your
but it is.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
I think you need a bit of help with that. Do you know what I mean? But not you need a bit of help. You need a bit of help with it.
No, I do need help. Even Rich is saying yes, he needs help.
You know, you need.
Yeah, mate, definitely.
Your rig needs to help you to see the bites. Because how many of them are just them little?
Yeah, and they're proper bites as well, aren't they? Them, you're just missing them.
And that's when you rig straight. So you always need to. It's the curvy thing that you're on about, pulling it to create the curve. You can do that with a bulk and a couple of droppers, but not if you've got a big distance between your shot and your hook.
Yeah, your hook length's too long.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think you need one rig or a tighter rig.
Yeah.
I mean, I think baggers are a big fan of a bulk and one dropper.
Yeah, straight down, job done.
You know what I mean? A bulk sort of what? First dropper's 4 inch and a bulk's 8 inch. So
straight down.
Massive. It's no messing about. Like I say, it's catching that, because we've just done an autumn on it. It's because you're getting that separate half of the match that's completely different. You need to get job done then, and it's the difference between a rig like that will catch 10 fish, whereas something a bit more positive that gets straight down and you see a bite instantly, you catch 12 fish or 14
It's almost
fish.
like the overshotting rig, isn't it then, with sheller? You know what I mean? Like a nice dainty rig coming through the water, you're going to catch in it, but you might catch, twice as quick using a rig that's going straight down to where the fish are feeding.
Yeah, to make it a no-nonsense thing. But that's the basics with maggots. That's what it comes down to, is you need to look at it that you have your very, very slow falling, because maggots are the optimum bait for fish to intercept on the way down.
Yeah.
Because they take 3.5 months to sink down in 6 foot.
Good are they for feeding like this time of year, pretty much all the way through. Everything swimming's going to eat them. There's not a fish that's going to like turn them down.
There's a soup in it. They
you
can just
get
eat
loads in, can't you? It proper suits me, folks.
They're a wonderful bait, but they're very hard to, not very hard, they can be tricky to get the fish to be where you want them to be.
Yes,
they're very susceptible to whizzing, where rigs of this sort of style are going to be very important. Potentially even shallow, but that's a whole different thing altogether. Or if you can keep them on bottom with different types of feeding, then your bulk, your positive rigs are mega, aren't they? But you have to have two, because not even just for, you know what I mean, one day one's better than the other.
Yeah,
that can be better for 20 minutes, and then you start feeding like this, and then they go back to that, and then they...
It proper does your head in. Got to keep swapping and changing, haven't you?
But yeah, you need the versatility and a couple of rigs to respond to how they're feeding with maggots in it.
Like that, mate.
That's made it very confusing, but I'm sorry.
I'll just go and basically change well, I've not got that many rigs set up really, but I'll go and change the two I've got set up, shorter up lengths, and change my shotting.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Can you not just slide your bulk out of there?
No, because I've bit them on that hard. If I try and do that, my line would snap.
Perfect. We'll sort of give you some of mine. But yeah, hopefully for maggot fishing, I think that's the best ways of going.
Yeah, I like that, mate.
Liking it?
Yeah, like that.
You're going to hit me now off camera.
Yes. Cut, Rich, cut.